is this the perfect middle of the road? Hey guys, how's it going? Justin here from Walts, and as you can see, I'm a little sunburned. Apologies, I just got back from spring break, but we are ready to talk about that Q70C that you've all been waiting for. There is going to be a lot to cover in this video, so I want to talk about everything from the picture quality, design, the user experience, and of course connectivity and audio. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The Q70C is a mid-range model from the Samsung lineup, and this is going to have the quantum dot technology that we all have grown to love. This specific model is 4K, 8.3 million pixels packed in there, and although it's not a fully backlit panel like the Q80, it does come with quantum HDR, which is going to really help with those blacks and overall just make it look like a better image. Something that's nice about this TV in particular is that it has auto optimization for whatever you're using it for. So if you're watching sports, movies, or even playing video games, it'll optimize the TV for that on its own. You can of course enable this or disable this at your leisure. Now this is an edge-lit TV, so it's not going to be as perfect brightness and contrast that you would see in something like a Q90 or some of the QT OLEDs, but it does have more lighting zones than the Q60, which is something that might be of interest to you. The viewing angles are good, not great, so I wouldn't really recommend this for someone who's going to be in a massive living room where you have seats on pretty far ends of the screen. You want to make sure that this is going to be more for direct viewing, unless of course you have a full motion wall mount that you can move around. Like I said, it's not bad, it's good, not great. The feature that's more impressive in my opinion is the refresh rate, and it does have that 120 hertz refresh rate at 4K, which is going to be really, really important for those of you who own some of the newer gaming consoles. The Q60C is a 60 hertz TV, so if you were thinking about the Q60C but you're a big time gamer, definitely go with the Q70C for a little bit more because you're going to be able to get that 120 frames out of your new system. Now, since we're on the topic of gaming, something also that is really cool, a cool feature with some of the newer Samsung TVs, is the addition of Game Hub, which is actually built into your operating system. And essentially what this allows you to do is cloud stream video games from the Xbox Game Pass. All you have to do is get a Bluetooth controller. That could be your PS5 controller, or if you just want to buy a standard Bluetooth controller, you can connect it to your TV and play games straight from your TV, no Xbox required. And this is really good for those casual gamers or games that don't really require high frame rates. If you're playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, things where there's shooting and response times that are really, really important, definitely go with the hardwired, Xbox. But this is just kind of one of those added fun features that I definitely think should be mentioned. Q70C also uses Samsung's Tizen operating system, and at first I didn't really like the way that this one was laid out, but after using it for a little bit, I've actually grown to like it. It's pretty easy to use, and with the 70C, you get an upgraded processor, so you are going to have a little bit smoother of an experience than the Q60C. So yeah, with that being said, we can kind of move on to the design section. The Q70C has an airtight design. It's so thin that it would practically blend in with your wall, which is really cool from a TV in this price point. Usually they're not as thin, they're a lot thicker because they cheap out on parts and have to get super bulky and heavy parts in there. So having a TV that is gonna look good but also perform well and stick to the wall without being a sore thumb is very important for a lot of people. Also, if you're going to put it on the stand, there's clearance from the bottom of the TV to the entertainment center that you'd set it on of about 3.15 inches. So this makes it perfect for fitting just about any kind of soundbar that you would want. I also like the back of the TV made of these, fine lines, just a nice texture, nothing too crazy, but also, not too basic. And of course, it is mountable, and based on what size TV, you want to make sure you get a good mount. Obviously, the bigger you get, the heavier you get, so you want to make sure you're accounting for that and getting a mount that can support it. Sanus is a great brand of mounts that I personally recommend, but if you're wanting something that's a little bit more price friendly, we also have our Walts mounts, which I'll leave all that stuff down in the description. This TV is going to come in a variety of sizes, those being 55, 65, 75, and 85, and here are the dimensions for those, so you don't have to go searching. You can go ahead and take a screenshot of that and thank me later. On to the next part. Let's talk connectivity. As far as ports go, you're going to get 2 USB ports, 1 Ethernet port, 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, which is a big deal for a TV at this price point, a cable antenna, optical audio for that soundbar if you don't want to use ARC, and a RS-232 port. So yeah, I mean, the highlight here is definitely those HDMI 2.1 ports, having 4 of them, not something we're used to at a TV, again, at this price point. So you used to have to go all the way to the Q80 to get that, and now that they have it in Q70 is super awesome. So this is something that, you know, is very important to keep in mind. And also, if you're shopping at the big box stores, the club stores like that, you got to be careful because sometimes they take some of these away and just don't give you the full function. Now, the Q70C also comes with their solar remote, and this is really cool because you can just charge it through the light in your room if you just turn it over on its back. If you don't have a lot of light in your room, maybe you're in a basement and you need a more reliable source of charging, it does come with USB-C on the bottom, so don't stress. On average, I'd say that these remotes are a lot cooler and, you know, the function is a lot better, but they're not as reliable as some of the older battery-powered remotes. So if you do have issues, we actually have a troubleshooting guide that I can link right here. But, you know, for the most part, it's going to work for most people, and it's just nice to not have to worry about batteries. Oh, and if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Now, aside from the remote, something that I ran into that I really was surprised with was that this TV actually has a built-in microphone for voice assistance, so you can use it to, you know, set timers, do things that you would do in your smart home. That's Google Home, Amazon Alexa, even the Apple stuff. You can have that kind of stuff function straight from your TV. And I know some of you are probably worried, hey, why do I have to have a microphone on my TV? That's just absolutely ridiculous. Believe me, I'm with you. That's why I really praise Samsung for having the option to turn it off with a physical switch. And that's going to be located in the center of the TV, right where the power button is. Now, in terms of audio, I don't think there's anything special here, just like I would say about just about every TV on the market. And that's simply because they've just flattened these TVs and put the speakers to go, you know, down firing, hitting the table or this carpet, or just overall not sounding amazing. There's some TVs that do a great job, but still, you need a soundbar. So if you're going to get a soundbar and you haven't already bought one, I recommend getting a Samsung soundbar, because if you pair a Q-level Samsung TV with a Q-level soundbar like the Q600C, or if you want to get something a little bit nicer, maybe the 800, you get access to a really cool feature called Q Symphony, which allows you to use the TV speakers and the soundbar speakers in harmony, or I guess symphony in this case. It's just overall going to boost your sound, and it automatically does it most of the time. If not, you can go into the settings and set that up as well. And if you're not really sure yet if you want to make that investment in a soundbar, I can assure you, you definitely do. As George Lucas, and I agree with, has said, sound is 50% of the experience, if not more. Let me prove it to you. I'm going to give you a clip of high quality video with low quality audio, and then low quality video with high quality audio, and you just tell me which one is more tolerable.
So this is an example of amazing video quality with terrible audio quality. Let's switch and see what sounds better.
Now, our video quality has decreased, but our audio quality has gone through the roof. Major improvements. What do you guys think? So yeah, I mean, most people don't even realize how important sound is, and usually you're only going to watch whatever you're watching once or twice in your lifetime. So it's best that you watch it with the best possible sound, and getting a soundbar is definitely going to help you do that. And again, I'll leave some links down in the description about some soundbars that I recommend and some that we've done videos on. Q600C is one that comes to mind at this price point. And I think that's just about everything I wanted to cover with the Q70C. If you guys have one of these or you're going to get one, let me know what you think down in the comments section. And as always, if you guys want to pick one of these up, we really do appreciate your support. All the links will be down in the description. And if you want to see it in person, you can come down to our retail store here in Tempe, Arizona. And with that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out. See you in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. If this is a product that you're interested, make sure to email me at youtube@walts so I can get you a special YouTube discount. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos like these, and we'll see you in the next one.